to Destination Deanna. I'm Deanna, love guide to all and kept wife strategist to the women I'm called to serve. Please consider my channel your self-help learning library for love. Join me every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for our weekly coaching gem, where I give guidance to elevate your love experience. And on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., tune in for Sounds About Wife, where I give my unique wife perspective and prepare professional women like you to become kept wives. So hit that subscribe button and let's start this love journey together. See you soon, my loves. Hey, Kepties, keepers, and supporters, and welcome to everyone new to my channel. I'm Deanna, love guide to all, and kept wife strategist to those I'm called to serve. I help women avoid marrying wrong and equip them to marry well and become kept. Welcome to day one of my 3-day series, Spring Clean Your Dating Life. So, day one is all about your space. And let me just get started with the intention of this lesson. So, I really want to help you recognize that the way you keep your physical space also reflects your readiness for commitment and provision. Because a cluttered space often mirrors a cluttered mind, and a cluttered mind cannot clearly receive love, leadership, or luxury. That's why this lesson is so important. The energy that you create around you is the energy that you invite in. So first, I'm going to introduce what is the concept for consideration. One of the key things that I do in my coaching community, in my one-on-one containers, is I submit things to my clients for consideration, right? I teach them to fish, so they are not always going to need me. Right? I want to equip them so long after they are, outside of my community and we are just friends because they no longer need me in that capacity. They have been trained to see other perspectives, to consider other ways of thinking, of approaching things. So today, the concept for consideration is this: the external is a reflection of the internal. So that's the theme throughout the day as we are reviewing your space, right? And decluttering your space. I want you to remember this key concept for consideration. The external is a reflection of the internal. So I have 3 particular points that I'm going to review today from my note takers. We always know that note takers are money makers, right? They're move makers. So now would be the time to actually take the notes, right? The first note is your closet equals your self-image. Your closet equals your self-image. So obviously, your closet is like where you house things, right? But it's not just about clothes. It's actually about your identity, what you choose to keep, what you choose to wear. It reflects what you think about yourself and what you expect to receive. So you cannot dress for abundance while holding on to garments from a season of settling. That's what you want to think about, right? So if we think about your closet, if your closet is full of just in case clothes, right? You're still preparing for struggle. I'm just going to tell you that, right? Not stepping into luxury that you say you're ready for. We don't want to have just in case. Outdated styles and damaged items. They're going to keep you tethered to a version of yourself that you have outgrown. And it's not of good quality. We don't want to keep that around. And listen, I prepare high achieving women to become kept wives. So I'm already in the future, right? We're going to talk about lingerie. Yes, it matters. If you wouldn't want your future husband seeing what's in your top drawer, it's time to upgrade it. And not just for him, right? It's because you see yourself as a woman worthy of beauty, even in private. Okay. And I know there's lots of talk about capsule wardrobes. Well, let me tell you, they're not just for minimalism, they're also about curating intentional energy for everyday life. That includes like being known for certain styles, certain colors, certain patterns. You want to have a curated look to have a curated appearance, right? Now, wrap that all up into clothes carry energy. That outfit that you wore crying in the car after your last situationship, that energy still lingers. I am definitely a person that clears my energy consistently because I'm consistently growing and evolving. So I'm always reevaluating my space, right? And specifically in my closet, what is in there that no longer suits the woman I'm becoming? Right? The woman I am today, she's amazing. I love her, but I'm in pursuit of my next level woman. So I'm telling you this now. I'm doing this now. I'm looking in my closet and I'm saying, I've outgrown wearing things like that. I don't really think that aligns with how I want people to view me. That's not a part of my curated presence and look. So reevaluate that. And obviously, God is the foundation for everything that I do. If you are not a Christ follower, you can still listen to biblical principles because they're just good knowledge. Okay. So I'm going to share a scripture, Isaiah 61, verse 3. To bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. So what does this mean? This means that God is in the business of wardrobe upgrades, both spiritually and physically. When he brings healing and elevation into our lives, it's always reflected in how we present ourselves. So swapping out ashes for beauty is not just about the healing, it's also about stepping into your new identity. Your closet should reflect this praise and not just pain. So in summary, when we talk about your closet being equal to your self-image, and remember the core concept of this lesson is the external is a reflection of the internal. Remember this, your closet should reflect the woman you're becoming, not the woman who's been settling. Okay? Now on to our second concept of the day. Your car. Your car equals movement. Your car represents how you move in life, not just practically, but also energetically. It's a rolling reflection of your readiness for forward momentum and shared space. Your keeper isn't just going to be watching how you walk. He's watching how you ride. So if your car is disorganized, it's a sign that your journey may be too. And listen, I don't say anything to you all that I have not already worked on and submitted myself underneath this teaching. I used to have a disorganized car. And as I started to elevate, I started to look at all of my surroundings. And one of the things that would be last on my list would be my car. Like, oh, I'm just using it to get around. Like, I'm on the go. I made all the excuses. I'm on the go. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll clean it once a week, like whatever. And I realized that that was also attached to my movement. So yes, I was getting around, but was I getting around comfortably? Was I getting around in a way that was representative of the woman I was becoming? No. So I started to adapt different habits about my car. I'm taking, my trash out every time I leave. I'm getting my car washed more frequently. I got a subscription so that I could do that, right? So think about that. Are you prepared to be picked up or surprised by a weekend getaway, right? Or would you be embarrassed by someone coming into your car? Say your keeper needed a ride somewhere. Like, would you be embarrassed to let anyone ride with you? Right? Provision comes with partnership. Is your car ready to receive someone? Or is the clutter taking up all the space? Is your clutter silently saying, this is still just my world? This is how I operate. This is how I keep it. There's no room for anyone else. The energy that you experience commuting daily impacts your entire mood. A clean car is an extension of a clear path. And what's our scripture for this? Proverbs, my favorite book, chapter 4, verses 25 and 26. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths of your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. What does this mean? This scripture is about focus and intentional direction. Two things that apply directly to how you move, drive, and carry yourself. A cluttered car reflects a distracted journey. Being steadfast and intentional isn't just about faith. It's also about order in motion. So in summary, your car equals your movement. And a woman who values direction keeps her vehicle in alignment, just like her life. Okay. Now, the third and final concept for today is your workspace equals your focus. Your workspace is where you produce, right? It's where you create and it's where you strategize. So think about this. If it's in chaos, chances are your thoughts and goals are too. You can't build your future from a desk that's stuck in disarray. Again, I only share things with you all that I know firsthand. And I know whenever I'm lacking a little bit of clarity or momentum or focus, I start looking around and I look at my desk. Okay, what can I throw away? What can I reorganize? What can I declutter to clear the pathway for my focus? Right? Because a cluttered desk is a cluttered brain, right? If you can't find your notes or your vision board, how can you stay focused on your future, right? So think about this. Is your workspace inviting peace or is it producing anxiety, right? When I can't easily find things, I get worked up, right? It takes my energy. Now I got to look, I got to do all these things instead of being able to just relax, flow, and have some order, right? The environment where you make decisions should be as clear as the outcomes you desire. So look around. If things aren't clear, if they aren't organized, that should give you some indication as to why it might be difficult for you to actually move forward, right? Also, pro tip, sensory cues matter, right? So things like candles, music, lighting, even hydration, all around reinforce emotional regulation and clarity. I always talk about having my visual aids. I talk about having my candles and how I light them. They set the stage and the environment, right? So it's good to have those things as well. I know you're here because you want to attract love, so I got to throw this in there. You can't attract love from frantic, overextended state. You can't do that, right? You need a clean focus. So think about your desk creating a space of calm and receptivity in your energy, right? And our scripture, 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Order is not just a preference. It's actually a principle, a KeepHer principle, okay? God honors order, whether it's your gifts, your goals, or your relationships. They require intentional stewardship. When your workspace reflects chaos, it signals a lack of your preparation. And love doesn't land where there's disorder, right? It settles where there is structure. So, in summary, your workspace equals your focus, and clarity in work creates clarity in your worth. And that just bleeds into how you love. Okay. So, in summary, number one, your closet equals your self-image. Number two, your car is equivalent to your movement. And number three, your workspace equals your focus. So now what I want to do is I want to give you some affirmations. These are going to be things that you can say daily to put you in the right energy to affirm the behaviors that you want to exhibit, to affirm the mindset that you want to now adapt to. Okay? So I'm going to give you 3 affirmations here. Number 1, I create space for the love I desire. Remember, this is the spring clean your dating life. We are making space. And on day 1, our focus is your space, your physical space. So number 1 is I create space for the love I desire. Number 2, I am worthy of beauty, order, and intentional design. I am worthy of beauty, order, and intentional design. And number 3, my environment reflects my elevated standards. My environment reflects my elevated standards. Now that you have the affirmations for you to say daily, you can write them in your journal. If you're a writer and you like to do journaling, you can do that. But because I'm the kept wife strategist, I'm always going to give you strategy and give you action steps to take. So how are we going to put this lesson into play in your life now, immediately? Here's the actions that I want you to take. There's 3 of them. Number 1, declutter your closet. I'm not saying you have to do the whole thing, but I want you to remove 10 items that no longer represent the woman you're becoming. So number 1 is declutter your closet. Remove 10 items that no longer represent the woman you're becoming. Number 2, deep clean your car. Even if no one else sees it, you feel it, right? This is deep clean. Don't just clean the outside and call it done. Clean the inside. Remove the trash. Dust it out. Get some wipes. Polish it off, okay? Get those fries from the back seats from the kids, okay? We want a clean, decluttered car. And number 3, I want you to set up one love-ready zone in your home. And this is basically going to be a space that you'd be proud to invite someone into. So it doesn't have to be your whole home. It could be a corner. It could be a room. It could be a section, whatever you feel called to do. But I want this to be your love-ready zone, right? A space that you would be proud to invite someone into. So now that you have the action, let me give you the quick summary of the entire lesson, right? We know that the external is a reflection of the internal. That's the core concept for today's lesson. And the coaching gem is, here we go. The coaching gem is when your space says, I'm ready, your energy follows suit. And so does your keeper. When your space says, I'm ready, your energy follows suit. And so does your keeper. So listen, if today's lesson felt like, whew, I love how that was laid out. I would want more of that. I want someone to just come in and lay it all out for me. Tell me what to do and I will do it. If you want an entire day in two halves, actually, where everything is curated with the same level of intentionality, from the food you eat, to the spa you visit, to the lessons you learn, I want to invite you to the Kept Wife experience that I am hosting this May 29th through May 31st here in Dallas, right? You're going to be surrounded by luxury, wisdom, and other women that are on the trajectory to the kept life, right? These are women who are also, like you, serious about being found by a quality keeper man. Your environment will never be the same because you won't be. I'm going to impart all of my kept knowledge and wisdom, my energy. You'll meet my husband. He is going to be the representative of a keeper for you. So you will be able to envision it because you've experienced it, right? So spots are limited. I invite you to your next level, right? Come to the Kept Wife experience. Go to destinationdeanna.com. And on the top banner, you can click to go to the Kept Wife experience. And all the information will be there, all of the details. And there's a special surprise, right? If you reserve your spot, and there's only 4 left for this Kept Wife experience in May, it's 30% off until the 16th. So don't hem and haw about this. This is the only time you're going to see it 30% off. I'm feeling generous. I've been feeling called to reach out to more women that are not already in my community. So if you see this lesson, it's for a reason. It's because you need to step into your next level. And I'm the right person to usher you into it, right? I've been a coach for over a decade. I've helped hundreds of women improve and up-level themselves. And now I'm walking women into captivity. So if you are one of those women, I invite you right now to visit destinationdeanna.com. The links are on my page. Go there, check out the information, and reserve your spot. And I will see you in May. So in closing, thank you for investing in yourself by spending time with me today for this lesson. Please remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love should be easy, right? Especially when you have me as your guide. So I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of the Spring Clean Your Dating Life series, as I provide you with help to release the clutter in your mind. Right? So please be generous and share this live with your networks and your communities. I love you all. See you here tomorrow on destinationdeanna.com. I'm sorry, on Destination Deanna, my channel, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for day 2. We'll be clearing your mind.